everybody. Happy Tuesday. This week I thought I would talk about jeweler saws. And I bought myself a new tool, which is this one. So, I was doing some cutting last week, or well, about 2 weeks ago now, since I have the new saw. And this thing was just giving me fits. I couldn't keep the blade in there, and it does that every once in a while. And I thought maybe it was just time for a new screw. Maybe it had worn down. So I was looking up, where to get a replacement screw, and then I grabbed, because I have some of these old German saws, but the one I have is really short in depth here, and then I also have one that's the really deep. And that just, those are good for specific cutting, but not my everyday cutting that I do. So I thought, I really need to have another saw frame as a backup. So I looked around, and I have been eyeballing this ever since it came out, because it's so pretty. So I went ahead and took the plunge and bought this one. Put it in front of me, you can see it better. And it's the Green Lion saw, and I've been eyeballing it ever since it came out. So I finally took the plunge and got it. I haven't used it too much yet, but so far I really like it. It's like what I wasn't sure, was the weight, because this one is just so light. I love it, and I've gotten so used to it. But this isn't much heavier than this New Concepts frame. So I'm liking that. And it has a different handle. It's a little more flat, whereas this one is round. But I'm finding that I enjoy that as well. Brian, on the other hand, prefers the round for his grip. But so far, I don't mind this flat handle. So the weight's really good in comparison to this. It's a little bit shorter in depth than this one, just a little bit. So that's I'm kind of hitting it once in a while, but it's not much shorter. This one, though, the New Concepts, you just cannot beat it if you're doing multiple piercings in a project, because it's just so easy to take that blade out, pop it into the next hole, and tighten it back up. So definitely will never replace this when I'm doing something like that. But so far, I really like this, and what I like the most, I've discovered, is when I'm cutting tubing. And I'm using my tube cutting jig. For some reason, I don't know, it's just the balance is just right. When I put this down to cut the tubing, it just feels like there's a little more weight pushing the blade down and keeping it in place. But yet it's not too heavy. It's not wobbling. So I've really liked it when I'm cutting tubing. But again, I haven't done a whole lot of cutting yet since I've gotten it. So I look forward to using it the rest of the month and giving it a good test. But so far, thumbs up. And these are great. There's, not much that's going to go wrong with that. I just happen to only have the really short depth and the really big one in these. But this one, I was just so frustrated. I took the parts out and I took a can of air and blew it through where the screw is, cleaned it out, and then I took the screw off and with an old toothbrush just really cleaned it up, because there was a lot of metal dust in there, and I gave it a really good clean, and it's working fine now. It just was too dirty. So I just need to remember with this one, there's a lot of dust that can get inside of that little holder there and on the screw. So, thank goodness, because I love this saw a lot. It is just the lightest weight jeweler saw that I've come across so far. I just wanted to do a little quick video this week and share my new tool and what I thought so far of it, and my New Concepts, which I love. and that just a little cleaning and maintenance on this does the trick. So that's it for this week. We'll see you next Tuesday.